Totally was muted. That would explain why it was so. Yeah, silent lad indeed. Okay, so two for two technical issues, and let's just jump right into it, shall we? So I got my trusty clipboard, I got some good notes, and now I have audio. So hi, I'm Bungalow Thompson, your meeting facilitator. What? He's dead? Ah, jeez. My stream is experiencing. Oh, okay. Okay, well, you know. Thank you. Okay, so let's start in earnest here, and hope that I am alive amongst all computers and so on. So hi, I'm Bungalow Thompson. I'm your meeting facilitator and Twitch wizard for the next hour or so. We've got a very special meeting coming up in just a moment, but first I thought I'd help you get familiar with the setting. So this is your community. It looks like many communities, except that this one is yours. We are decently funded in your community, but we save wherever we can. We have a strong emphasis on building relationships and connections here. And we try to look out for each other wherever we can. This includes respecting names and pronouns, safety, and ideas, especially if the ideas are a little out there. We roll with the punches and support perspectives of everyone here, especially the perspectives that we can build upon. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry that you're still experiencing audio, sometimes if you pause, maybe this isn't helpful. If you pause and unpause, it sometimes fixes. It's the internet, all that good stuff. Yeah, so we're vast and diverse. Much of what we do here will have a significant impact on the communities that we interact with, and we must hold this power responsibly. If you ever hear someone needing our help, you can let me know. We'll do our best to get them sorted. Oh, oh yes, that's not a note for me, I imagine. Yeah, so if you hear anyone needing our help, send it my way, and we will try and help them out. We primarily focus on solving and investigating the issues that many people do not feel need to be solved. This week will be no different. And with all of that said, let's take attendance. Okay. So I am just... Thank you. It's unlike Zoom in the sense that it doesn't matter for me. So I have just sent into the chat our little name generator, should you have forgotten your name. If you know your name right off the bat, or if you... I don't know. Let me know your name in the chat, and we will see who's all here. And if you have a profession, you can let us know. If not, we are currently hiring in a variety of positions that you'll see to the side of the screen. Right here. Yeah. So we're doing good so far, except for, you know, the awkwardness of it all. Yeah, I'm skipping past some of the points. I'm doing it more fluidly. It's all good. Content Jenkins, welcome back. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that you've entered a band. Congratulations, and let us know of any upcoming shows. We will be sure to help you out with that. So we've got Content Jenkins in the house. We have Mod Mode, who is trapped in the mod zone. I don't know how to help you with that. I've never seen Mod Mode. I thought that was your name, but... Oh, we've got an update on Broken Plasma. I don't know how to help you get out of the mod zone. I'm so sorry, but welcome to it. Hello! I'm so glad you're here. I'm also glad that it was a you issue, not a me issue this one time. I do hope that that is no longer an issue. Some are in the mod zone and others are in the audio zone. Oh, thank you. I do gender often. Oh. I can remove your mod privileges if you like, I'm sure. But the whole stream might fall apart if I do that, because my computer is hanging on by a thread. Because while your community is well funded, I am not. Oh, what did I just do? I do not know. Bad news. I can't see anyone's chat anymore. Oh, okay. Okay, we're all good. So yeah, we have got Content Jenkins. And someone who is not called Mod Mode. Though I was totally ready to accept that. The Gendist. What do you think the Gendist would do? What is their realm of responsibilities? Do you think it's just like a title, or like, I don't know, like something that people would like aspire to be? Or do they just hold the genders? It's like for those people who go like, I don't have pronouns, it's like the Gendist is holding their pronouns and just gifting them the ones that they already happen to use. I don't know, that's my theory. So anyways, while we're still kind of gathering who all is here, I'm gonna go over a community partner that reached out to me. So they reached out to our wonderful community, your wonderful community, to see how we can enrich the lives of the Devil's Hole Pupfish. They primarily expected us to take it from an artistic angle, however we'll see where we end up. I have a video to show us. There's some technical issues. What else is a surprise? So if the video is moving way faster than the audio, we're gonna see what happens. I might have to speak over it. It's a very distracting thing. But I guess we're just gonna jump straight into it. If you have any questions, I'm your lad. I'm also gonna mute myself. I'm gonna try and remember to yeah. It's the artistic choice. Or is it the autistic choice? It's all the this entire show is my autistic choice. Okay, anyways, let's just jump straight into it. Ready, go. The Devil's Hole pupfish was first noted as a species in 1930 and has really gone downhill for them ever since. The age of the species is unknown, but the general consensus lays anywhere between 1,000 to 60,000 years old. The Devil's Hole pupfish is quite small, meters long. Their coloring depends on their sex and age, with females and juveniles featuring a more yellow coloring, and the males being a bright metallic blue. One of the defining traits of the pupfish is their lack of pelvic fins, however it's unclear if they're self-conscious of this fact or not. They eat whatever food source is available to them, primarily being beetles, snails, algae, and freshwater crustaceans. While the Devil's Hole is more than 130 meters deep, these pupfish only live in the top 24 meters of it, where the water is a stable 33 degrees Celsius. Within the pool, there's a small, shallowly submerged rock shelf that provides the critical feeding and spawning habitat for the pupfish. Pupfish reproduction may occur at any point during the year, however, few survive from egg to adult, particularly if the eggs are laid during the winter months. The typical lifespan of the Devil's Hole pupfish is anywhere from 10 to 14 months. They are prey to the predacious diving beetle, which was first observed in the pool in 1999. In addition to the diving beetles, pupfish are threatened by flash floods, earthquakes, vandalism, and as usual, capitalism. In the 1960s to 70s, nearby agricultural irrigation caused the water to drop in the Devil's Hole. As a result of this, the rock shelf that was crucial to the pupfish's survival became less and less submerged. This was bad news. After several court cases, it was determined that the Devil's Hole was a national monument and that this status should include the preservation of adequate groundwater in order to maintain the scientific value of the pool and its fauna. In addition to all of this, one of the main reasons that the Devil's Hole pupfish are critically endangered is due to the fact that they exist in the Devil's Hole and nowhere else. Generally, when a species is able to live in a diverse range of habitats, their species stand a better chance at surviving. In an attempt to remedy this situation in the 70s, 3 refugia were created for the pupfish to live in. All were closed by 2007 due to a lack of maintenance, hybridization, and small founder populations. In the early 2010s, an exact replica of the top 6.7 meters of the Devil's Hole was created in the Ash Meadows Fish Conservation Area in Nevada. Their main goal was to create a viable population level for the fish to prevent a total loss of their species. I was unable to find out how successful this program has been so far. There's been a lot of debate as to whether it's better to kill or save the pupfish. However, we're unconcerned with this debate as we're just here to enrich the lives of the remaining 134 pupfish. Hey, guess what? I remembered to unmute myself. It's a slow and arduous learning process, but we are indeed learning. And that's beautiful. So let's just, continue with our attendance here. So we have got... Oh, geez. I was trying to do some sneaky little edits during that. How is the playback? I had to hide it from myself for computer reasons. So I was unsure. I hope you closed your eyes if it was bad. So here we have Content Jenkins, band member. Hello. We have band member of, what was your name? Of Thirsty Hospital. We also have Mix, Salad, Clark. Oh, neat. I'm so pleased about the fact that it was fine after that point. For some reason, the first 3 to 4 seconds is always the part that fucked up on my end as well. Neat. Oh, I'm so pleased. But I got a lot of it. Neat. Okay. Well, as long as we have like a general idea of, who these fellas are, then, I'm satisfied with that. So we got Content Jenkins, Mixed Salad, Clark, who is not... Hello, hi, how are you? Would you like a community name? That's the words currently hiring, hold on. Can you reset? Yeah, I am trying to do that right now, but I'm just sending random words in the meantime. Click that and see if it actually sends it to you or not. So just to catch you up, Bruce Springsteen, we are focused on the Devil's Hole pupfish this week, which is basically a super endangered rare fish that exists in the Devil's Hole. It's a national park. There's a conservation area in Nevada. There's 134 pupfish left. Method Addiction. Hi. Welcome. So glad to see you here. Here, and for your benefit, here's a little picture. Oh, forgot about that. Here's a little tiny picture of the pupfish. I don't know if that helps or not, but yeah, welcome to it. So this week we are focused on what kind of art the pupfish might enjoy. Or however we believe that we could creatively or aesthetically add to these fellas' lives. Yeah, so if anyone has any ideas, in the meantime, I have a little... For those of you that were at the test stream, we talked a little bit about circles and how that might be like erotica for certain fish. I don't know the details of the pupfish mating process. I just know that they like do it on a rock shelf. But I did some circles, which may or may not be pornographic. So just in case, I also did one of a fish in general, but I thought, maybe fish. Do we have a... Oh, to my knowledge, no. They are a blank slate. So we might want to like ease them in a little bit easier, or we can go really hardcore and they'll just think that that's what media is, which might be good as well. Charles Manson did a little... He was trying to drain the devil's holes, so we might want to like stay away from that, just to save them from the trauma of it all. But anyhow, here's another painting I did that they might enjoy, just as examples of something we might do. I don't know. It's a bad idea generally to throw all your important stuff on the floor, especially while you can only see this much of you. However, that's how we roll. That's how we roll here in your community. Yeah, if you have any questions, just feel free to ask. We will try and fill you in to the best of our abilities. Yeah. I've lost my train of thought. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So, Salad Clark suggests that we could poll pupfish to gauge the interest of an art gallery. In an art gallery? Now, could you specify for me here? Do you mean that the pupfish would go to an art gallery, or that we are gauging the art gallery's understanding of the pupfish? Okay, expressionism. Death positivity. That is a particularly good thing for an endangered species to have, I'd imagine, is death positivity and kind of an acceptance of their own mortality. Pupfish are more inclined towards starting a Berlin succession era expressionism, or we could go into American figurative expressionism. I'll be honest with you. I'm a musician by trade. I don't know most of that, despite having a mother who did art history in university. Okay. So let me just add on to that. Would the fish want to attend? So here's my thinking on that, if I may build upon it. Oh, fish positivity. Okay, yeah. So if I may build upon your gallery... Oh, hold on here. I just went totally off the screen for you. I'm so sorry. We'll go down to size 20 font. Okay. Yeah, so if I may suggest that we perhaps take an art gallery to them just due to the nature of the fact that they don't really seem to move that much, you know? Like, they don't seem totally into going to galleries. Combating fish stigma and stereotypes. Okay. And is that stigma and stereotypes against the fish, or that the fish hold themselves? Oh, submersive gallery. I'm liking where we're going. Not subversive, subversive. Can we get a therapist for the pupfish? I'm sure we could, but I'll be honest, that's not in our wheelhouse. I'm gonna write down art therapy, because they specifically said I cannot offer any medical or therapeutic advice to these fish. Because we have a budget of $2. I don't know. I don't remember where I was going with that. Both options are good. The pupfish is interested in attending gallery, submersive gallery. Okay. Combating. Sorry. So the fish stereotypes, were we combating the stereotypes that the pupfish hold, or that are held against fish as a whole? That's the only clarification we're needing here. Okay, goldfish therapist. Goldfish therapist is my band name, actually. Can we discuss fish on a systematic level? Fish stereotypes as a whole, but also the discrimination they feed. Okay. What is that word called again? Discrimination. So that wouldn't be enriching the lives of the pupfish aesthetically, but rather creating a movement to kind of end that stigma, which I think is a worthwhile thing. I think that's definitely something we can do. A water slide. Content Jenkins, you're onto something. I like a water slide. Okay, let's do 2 more options that we have, and then we will move into building a little bit further upon these. See if we can combine, or if we have to lose some ideas along the way. Let's go back to... Okay. So if that's kind of where we're feeling the natural... Oh, wait, maybe the water slide could connect east and west sides of the death hole. Like a thoroughfare. So let's just go mess with the structural integrity of the protected devil's hole. But that could be fun for them. I think that might like revitalize life for them in a little bit. Which, you know, there's a time and a place for that, and perhaps that time and place is now. So let's move into plotting, shall we? Okay, welcome to plotting. So I'm realizing now, in order to do the process that I wanted to do, I in fact needed multiple screens open. Okay. Self-defense classes against diving beetles. Okay. I've written that down, even though you can't see that I've written that down. So, what we're gonna have to, okay, so we're feeling self-defense classes against diving beetles. Okay. Okay. So that might look like... What would they use? Do you think maybe, like, teaching them how to use tools might be, like, a factor in that? Because I think if a fish were... Personally to me, if I were fishing and a fish were to come out and start fighting me with a stick, I would just, you know, like, back off. I would not fuck with that fish. So I think there's a lot of surprises that the pupfish could offer. Because they are 3 centimeters long. So I'm just trying to think about what this self-defense classes might entail. If anyone has any recommendations. I'm just gonna use... Give pupfish tiny cans of mace. Okay. And we might have to... Hold on. I imagine that would take some re-engineering to make it work underwater in any kind of, like, reasonable way. So, re-engineer mace to work underwater. Which I think is doable. I think we can do that. We've got some smart cookies in here. We do have a mace engineer, you know, that works behind this location. So I think we could pull some strings and see how that works. My brain just keeps coming up with speed skating. Oh, a mace head attachment. Okay. Mace head attachment. I'm just gonna write in brackets small. Corporate about the mace specialist. Yeah. Okay, so we've got... I'm just gonna write in tiny little letters down here, and I'm gonna make these all just a little bit tinier. To do... Talk to mace specialist. But first, to talk to the mace specialist, we have to talk to the corporate wizard of permission. Which I can do over lunch. Oh, okay, I'm liking the light attachment. Have I been with light attachment? I briefly thought that I had been spelling it like Beatles the band, because I do have to fix that spelling in my head every time. No, I think I'm personally inclined to a light attachment, because here's why, right? So you get the benefit of blinding the beetle if they come at you head on. Also, they eat certain types of diving beetles, not the predacious diving beetles, but just like, you know, like run-of-the-mill diving beetles. And I imagine that they're probably inclined to follow light, so then you also get the benefit of less food scarcity. So I'm liking this light idea. I don't know how algae would react to it, but you know, I'm sure there's benefit in that too. It's important to see your food, and I don't imagine there's a whole lot of light in the Devil's Hole. So I'm a big fan of that. I'm just gonna bold that. I think that's a great idea. then we only have to really... Who would we talk to about that? Timothy Jimothy is big on the... What do you call those things? Beetle Research Task Force. Beetle Research Task Force meeting may need to take place. Okay, plan and assemble a Beetle Research Task Force. So that'll help us on both angles here, because we'll get the weakness of the beetles and also how to lure them so our pupfish can eat a little bit better. And if we make the... Thanks. A good friend has just told me to tip this towards me. And now we're a little bit closer. We're a little bit more intimate. And I do hear that. So, yeah. So we'll assemble a beetle research task force. So we'll learn how to eat the beetle and also how to defend against... Is this better? Nothing like getting little instructions as you go. Sorry. Yeah, that's good. Okay, great. Thanks. Yeah, I'm in huge favor of light head attachment, beetle research task force, and then of course the assembly team. I think we can also come up with some pretty cool designs that would really complement the pupfish's style, as I do think that that's something that's important to them, you know? With the metallic features that they have going on, I was going to dress like a pupfish. Hold on. Hi. So, yeah, this was just something I was gonna wear originally to... Oh, we're back in the voice zone. Okay. Yeah, I was just gonna try and blend in the pupfish this way, you know? Just try something. I'm like that pianist who walks off stage and then gets redressed every time he starts a new song. Yeah. So I think, yeah. I think I might do a song for you, if that is acceptable to people, while we think more on the light situation, or if that's the path that we want to go down at all. I'm personally in favor of it, but I'm just the Twitch wizard, you know? My opinion down here compared to the community, your community's vision. Anyway, here's a song. And that is... here. Hi. We're gonna move this back and turn this up. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping to, content. I do apologize, as I will be looking as far away. Hi! Here is a little, it's a Your Community Registry name list. If you press the little generate button, should you have forgotten your name, you will be assigned a new one. And if that one doesn't suit you, you may just keep trying again until it does. And just let me know, because we love to know each other's names here. We are working on the pupfish. We're trying to solve some of their issues. We started out with a prompt I gave around art, but we are kind of working towards a larger self-defense situation, you know? So we're going to try and give them little headgear to both fight off beetles that eat them and also attract the beetles that they eat. Yeah. Welcome to Your Community Hour. So here's a song called Lester Spectre. It was originally supposed to be about, or not this song, but I tried to write a song about the pupfish. but it ended up about not being the pupfish. So here's a different song instead. Can you hear this? We're gonna tune, because the weather keeps changing. Close enough. You're hearing? Excellent. Oh, I'm so pleased. It's all working out in the end, I say. Before the end has arrived, no doubt cursing us. Okay. Without further ado, here's Lester Spector. Lester Spector was a singer, 3 chapters into his novel. It was awful. Couldn't challenge himself, never tried, more model or other. The climate morphed around him, it drowned him. They found him in a storage locker, wondering where it all went wrong. The owner came, kicked him out, said we closed an hour ago. Lester sighed, took his hands, looked into his eyes, idealized a world where they could stay forever. In that moment, the two of them, strangers, people, dealers, bankers, not so alone, not so alone, so alone, not so alone. Lester Spector was a singer, weak-kneed as ever. Why bother trying if it's just mediocre? Art for the sake of it is filling in the gaps, overthinking the moment. Now take a step back. It doesn't matter what you make, it doesn't matter what you feel. In 100 years from now, will it even be real? And creating something, well, it's something more than nothing, 'cause it's loving, it's rushing, it's buzzing, it's fussing. It's something to do, and it's something to think about. It's private, it's public, it's loved, it's lost. Lester Spector never bothered to finish his novel. Lester Spector never bothered to love someone else, over-considered and over-examined. Lester Spector never lived at all. I'm so pleased to see you, Dinnerby friend. Yeah, so let's just get you to the registry, shall we? Welcome back. Oh, that's the wrong notes app. That's still the wrong notes app. Here we are. And you were... forgotten your name already, my dear Dinnerby friend. So yeah, we have got Content Jenkins as Rocky Dennis is in Heaven, Mix Salad Clark as Friend City, Method Addiction as Broken Plasma, and now, of course, Ank Jansen as Dinnerby Friend. Yeah, I'm so glad you think so too. And with that said, let's go back to where we were plotting. So how are we feeling in regards to the self-defense headlight situation? I'm in the wrong notes again. It is this one, not that one, though they look identical. Okay. Sorry, I've turned myself up. Let me know if you want me to turn myself back down. I can do that. Okay. So I'm going to take some of these and I'm going to put them just underneath the list. Because I'm feeling more light force than, you know, mace. But of course with new eyes, we are always happy to hear some new ideas. So we're just trying to improve these pupfish's lives in any way that we can. content says, I feel since the biggest threat facing the pupfish is capitalism, the best self-defense would be teaching them about socialism. Now there is a point. Okay. But, so here's the thing, content. And this is where I stand as well in life. There's 134 of these guys. Although, hold on. Let me just rethink in the moment. They have stopped capitalism in action substantially for the fact that there's been 134 for them. They got their little zone protected. They got some additional resources free of charge. And they also put in a bunch of legislation to protect themselves. So, I think we could win them over. Okay, so we're gonna... Would that be through maybe like a series, like a PowerPoint series to kind of Pupfish for socialism? A campaign name. Yeah. Teach to use tools. We don't seem to be interested in that, right? Okay, so we got top two right now. Lighting. Or so it's a headlight. The Pupfish have an Instagram? Or it's Socialist Pupfish have an Instagram? Because we could definitely set them up on Instagram if they need to spread the word, the good socialist word. We can set them up on Instagram. That was the second one. I just speak and then learn what I've said. I'm sorry. Okay, so maybe... it, but we don't have to look at it right now. Actually, we still have to talk to the corporate wizard of permission. You always have to speak to the corporate wizard of prediction or permission. Let me scroll back up, and now we're cooling. Now we're cooking. So, my recommendation is that we combine these two, right? So we start the Pupfish for Socialism movement. Socialism is hot right now. It is making a huge impact on the youths. So I think we start that movement going, get the word out there, Pupfish for Socialism. We get a bunch of brand deals, not totally socialist. It's fine. These fish are fucking cute. No one's gonna notice. So, the socialism dollar is massive. I think we're in good hands if we go with this route. And with the money that we raise from, let's just be honest here, we're abusing the corporate dollar. It's fine. You gotta wean them from their money, you know? We'll make it a huge thing. So we'll get this money and we'll take it and put it towards headlights and also education. We gotta educate these pupfish. Yeah, I think this is good. I think we should make posters, personally. I think that would be really good. I think that's what's needed. Get that sponsorship money. Yeah. I think this is a good option for us. I think... Let me just... abuse... corporate... dollar... spread the word... socialism... and buy headlights. Oh, okay. So we have... I've forgotten your name so quick. Oh, dinner. Dinner. But don't call me late for dinner. So dinner has raised a good point that we should raise awareness via local radio show. I think that's doable. I'm sure the college radio station would be into this plight, which again gets us in contact with the youths. Youths, crank that soldier boy. Yeah, I think this is a good plan. I think we should make posters. I think we should design the headlights. I think we should really popularize the idea of Pupfish wearing headlights. And I think all of this combined will improve the aesthetic and monetary realities of their lives. What are the juvenile pupfish called? Youths. I don't know. Someone else will have to look that up for me because my computer will start a fire if I open a tab of the internet right now. As an aside, I had closed captioning set up for this. Has anyone either noticed or been able to get them to work? Because I remember testing that. I got them to work like once, and I don't know if I've done that right since. Puppyfish. That's another good. Puppyfish for our future. Neat. I'm so pleased. Look at that. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so glad they work. The button is there, but you have not clicked it. That's okay. Apparently they work, and I'm pleased with that. Don't click it if you don't want to. But if you do, it's there. So yeah, I've branded, so Puppyfish for the future, Pupfish for socialism. I think those in combination should really tug on the heartstrings of our communities, nations, of your communities. You know what I'm saying. The words aren't coming out right. I got a delay in my ear. I'm trying to slow myself down in my speaking. I don't think it's working, but we're rolling with it. I'm very pleased with this idea. I think this is good. So let me just add to our to-do list here. We'll talk to Timothy towards the end once we have the money. So we gotta do make posters, make Instagram, get that dollar bills. I'm gonna say we have to educate the pupfish of the benefits of socialism, then plan and assemble the Beetle Research Task Force. I personally, Bungalow Thompson, will speak to the corporate wizard of permission to make sure that everything is like okay to go. I imagine it will be. He's a pretty chill dude. Twitch wizard to corporate wizard, not a huge like language barrier, it's fine. Then we'll raise awareness of all the, actually we should probably, I think we got the order wrong here. So we'll put that first. We'll raise awareness through posters. Oh no. Oh, the window might be resized. I'm so sorry if it is. Okay. Yeah. I think this is a good list. You haven't seen them since last quarter. Yeah, the corporate wizard is hard to get a hold of. You have to go through his secret secretary, who will get you in contact with the shadow secretary of your community. And then you can go through the corporate wizard. Luckily, his office is like 2 doors down from mine, so I just like pop in on a lunch break, Yeah, so I will absolutely send greetings to him. I'll let you know if anything new is up with him. But yeah, I think we're getting close to wrapping things up here. Let me check my notes. Half notes, half accessible recipes. What more could you want? Oh yeah, we're just going right through it. Okay. Yeah, so I think we did really great today. I think we made some huge progress. I have this, put down to like not a totally useful view. But yeah, so we got our to-do list there. I think it's totally manageable. I think this plan's gonna work great. I'll give you any updates needed for it next week. And also next week, I'm gonna introduce you to my friend Bernard, the wiener dog, who has heard all about you guys. Totally excited to meet you. Totally loves your community. So yeah, he's kind of forced my hand a little bit, to be honest. We're gonna talk about him a little bit more than I'm comfortable with, but it's totally fine. Yeah, but I think you will enjoy him. Yeah, so I think that's where I'm gonna end things. If anyone has any last notes, send them now or hold your peace until next week. I do notice this little blank box on this plotting spot was supposed to have a chat, but I remember now I deleted by accident, so I appreciate that you guys have just allowed me to have a big blank block, a big blank box on this. But yeah, I agree, Content Jenkins, you are absolutely right. We have made the Pupfish proud today. A round of applause where we'll go, and we'll have crab claps and a golfer's clap. We're doing great. We're doing our best. I'm so proud of everyone. Thank you all for coming. And, all the best. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Stay in love with Pupfish. I don't know. Anyway,